Oh, yes, I love him when he says.
That's yours now. We're live.
Hey!
Bardic beards.
Bardic beards.
Look at this. Oh, high fives look weird now.
Oh, do they? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
We'll have to work on that.
All
okay.
right. But anyway, new layout.
Hey! Look at that. New
look
layout, guys.
Mostly better.
Yes.
Yeah.
We look somewhat professional now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. I am super stoked about it, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like,
Yeah,
I can't stop smiling because it just looks great.
It really does. I'm excited.
I'm excited, too.
We are still in the same room, if you couldn't tell by the high five.
Well, nope.
That didn't work.
Like, we thought the same thing at the same time.
We don't know how cameras work.
No, I don't.
That's me.
Hey, there you go. Right there, yay.
That actually kind of works. If you're listening to this and not watching this, you should come watch this.
Yeah, definitely should come watch it. If not live, come on, it's on YouTube,
Yeah, the VODs.
The VODs, yep. But, yeah, we got a brand new layout thanks to our friend and new producer, Marshall. Marshall, we love you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Like, I'm so stoked. Like, I couldn't thank you enough for this.
I can't wait until we have the room to, accommodate him in the room.
Yeah, so he can be here.
To switch the buttons for us. And stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Not that I need you for that, but I would like you for that.
Yeah, and then we can have a third commentator if we need it, So.
But anyway.
Luckily, he only works for. Sorry, I shouldn't look over at you. I should just look at you.
We're right here. Yeah.
Luckily, he only works for Growlithe cards, which is nice.
Yeah, that was a great payment.
Yeah, because it didn't cost anything on my part.
You dick. You owe me $1.
I know. But yeah, no, I'm super stoked. When he finally conceded and said he was going to be our show producer because we beat him down enough, I was like, yes, thank God. It took a lot of pressure off of you, which is nice.
Definitely.
And it took less pressure off of me because there was none. I'm sorry. I wish I could do more producing, but
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lifted all the weight off your shoulders for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I have just so many things I can do now.
Freeing up a lot of spare time for you.
Yeah, clean up all my spare time. Yeah. Now I can get my show notes out even sooner.
I only had to wait till 4 o'clock today.
Look, I totally forgot.
We need to work on your background.
Yeah, we do need to work on my background, but that's, in time. I think we'll do a green screen. I think I want to be in the Alps somewhere.
We're going to have a fun location every time.
Yeah. Where's Evan at this week? I think we should do something like that.
That'd be a great segment.
That would be a great segment. I would love that.
Notes for next time.
Oh, man.
That's funny. So how you been this week, friend?
This week has actually been really good for me.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Sorry. So, look, we're going to try, obviously if you're watching this, you know what the timestamp is, so, or you know what today is anyways. But it was election week this week.
Yep.
And it was very stressful for me. Just because I'm a little bit more on the political side than Sean, but I'm not going to bring it up. But, great things happened. That's all I really want to say. And I can finally get some non-anxiety sleep. Because I was waking up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, checking the news. Every day for the last...
Since Tuesday.
Yeah, since Tuesday, yeah. Yeah. So...
You and a lot of other people.
Oh, I'm sure. I know I'm not the only one. Obviously, I'm not the only one. And I mean, there was a lot of people that just didn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite newscasters that I was watching, just those guys, they were troopers. 5 days no sleep.
I've never done that in my life.
Oh, I mean, I have, unfortunately. Yeah, being a firefighter, but
crack.
What? No, oh, come on. But Yeah, no, I feel good now. So, yeah, I had a peaceful night's rest last night.
Very cool.
Yeah, we had a great night last night. So, not that we're implying anything. It's just we
I
had
was here at my house. I don't know.
We had a business dinner before.
Business dinner. You're funny.
I'm gonna start calling anything we do when we go out business dinners.
Yeah, we should start writing those off.
Oh,
except we're not a company, so can't really
yet. I'm looking the wrong way. Yet we're not a company yet.
Oh,
it's not hard to apply for an LLC.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
That's your job.
Oh, maybe I can do that. I can just run the business.
Great, Evan on the books.
Oh boy. Imagine those tax write-offs.
It's got his abacus.
Yeah, every Wawa trip is some business write-off. Speaking of abacuses, again, how was your week?
I had a pretty good week.
Good.
I got some exciting news today that I'm not quite ready to share.
I don't
know how official it is, so we'll wait till next week and talk about that a little bit.
He's dying.
I'm dying. I'm not dying.
Exciting. Sorry.
But no, it's been a pretty good week. I am, as you mentioned, not nearly as political.
Yeah, I know. Well, I used to not be, but
I am happy that I will see a lot less Trump supporters around.
Oh my God, yes.
They're the worst people.
They are the worst people.
Yeah.
Especially like where we work.
No offense out there, but
I think our viewers went down from 3 to 2.
it went up from 2 to 3. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. MAGA supporters. We're not really concerned about you then. Anyways, yeah, no, like I noticed that at work actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did, but like I'm seeing a lot less.
There were still
MAGA
a few
stuff.
today.
Yeah.
We had one blow by the person at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Because we ask everybody that's not wearing a mask if they would put one on.
Yep.
And
it's funny when you say that when they ask me to work up there, because I've done it like twice now.
Yeah.
I tell people it's required.
Yeah.
Because there's only 3 signs outside that say it's required.
Pretty big signs. No, but somebody blew by that person and was yelling, "Masks don't do anything." And then, yeah. But anyway, they are declining in number, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, very nice. But anyways, enough political talk.
I don't care who you like.
Yeah.
But keep it out of my face. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, I don't get up in people's faces about it. I try not to. I was for a little while with some people, but just trying to get them to go out and vote, and
Yep. That's all you can do.
that's all you can do. Yeah. But you know what? I'm happy. I even started watching The West Wing again. Like it's funny. I started watching that during the pandemic, just because it's a 7-season show, and I needed something to watch.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, and a lot of my my D&D friends from the other side, from the Wobbly Devers podcast, every Wednesday.
There it is.
There it is.
Got out of the way.
Every episode. They said that it's a great show, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I got like through season 5, and then I stopped watching it for a little while, just because, like it was a little much at one time.
Sure.
But I've started rewatching it since then. It's really, really good show. The guy who created it, Aaron Sorkin, he writes a lot of good stuff.
I've heard that name before, I think.
Yeah, you have. He came up with a movie recently. It's on Netflix. It's called The Chicago 7. Really, really good. It's about a real, true event that happened.
Okay.
During the Vietnam War. There was 8 technically, different parties of people that came together for protesting in Chicago.
Okay.
And they were all the leaders of those groups. There was 8 of them.
Okay.
Ended up becoming 7 because the one from the Black Panther Party wasn't officially there, but they arrested him anyways because he was a Black Panther. It wasn't his fault that he was just happened to be there. That's just the way things were back then, I guess. But it was a trial about them, and he wrote that and directed it, and it was really good. Sacha Baron Cohen. No, it's a movie. Sacha Baron Cohen's in it, and he plays like an actual character from history.
Yeah.
Fucking genius. Like that guy is a great actor when he wants to
heard that
be.
name before too.
Borat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I still haven't seen the second one. I need to.
It's so fucking good.
Before we dive too deep into anything.
I know. Yes.
You do?
Oh no, I don't.
You might.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There's a question I forgot to ask you last week.
Oh yeah, you wanted to bring this
about
up.
Star Wars.
Yes.
Because that was last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about it while we were talking, but I also lost it before you finished whatever tangent you were on at the time. What is your favorite Star Wars knockoff thing?
So
parody.
Yeah, I know. I really had to Google some because I couldn't, like, when you asked me that question earlier this week, I could not think of an answer at all. And to be honest with you, I really still don't have an answer.
Okay.
But there is a movie that I'm okay with. It's not like the greatest movie that ever happened, but there's a movie called Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Okay.
It stars...
I've seen it.
Yeah,
right.
Seth Rogen and... what's her name? Elizabeth Banks?
Sure. Seth Rogen's in it.
Yeah, Seth Rogen's in it. And they do a Star Wars porn parody.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, that was like their whole thing was they were making a porno to make rent, and it was all Star Wars themed originally.
Okay.
But so I remember now their studio burned down and all their props got destroyed. So then they ended up doing a coffee shop type deal.
Okay,
That's what it was.
That's right. One of them worked in a coffee shop. Or something, I think.
It's not my favorite, but it's like the only one I can think of.
Okay.
But I guess if you want to consider they're official, but like the Lego stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I would.
Those are
say
great games.
They're great games.
I
Yeah.
love the Lego Star
They're
Wars
doing
games.
I don't know if you saw, but they announced a trailer for a new Life Day episode. So a new Star Wars Christmas special is coming out, and it's going to be all Lego themed.
I did not.
They got some of the original cast to
Yeah.
come back and voice their characters, and they got some of the cast from the Clone Wars to come back to do the other characters.
Yeah.
And the trailer is hilarious, by the way. I'll have to watch it later.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's a new Christmas special because you know how bad the Christmas special was. I guess that's another good parody that.
I've only ever heard.
Oh,
I actually
it's
haven't
so
seen
bad.
It. Yeah.
It's so bad. George Lucas tried to burn every copy of it.
I've heard that. I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was like.
Oh, it's
true.
Yeah, it's very true.
Okay.
He did it as a quick attempt, which good on him.
Yeah.
Because Star Wars had just came out, and then it was a quick attempt to try to market toys for Christmas.
Sure.
Because that's all it was. It was like an hour-long or 2-hour-long special, and a lot of it was marketing toys.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of cartoons in it, but then there was also the live-action stuff.
This came out after A New Hope.
Yeah, right after A New Hope.
Okay.
Because the cast are still wearing their like New Hope costumes, which is funny. If you ever get a chance, just like find some clips of it because don't watch it. It's unwatchable.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right. I have two.
I know you do. Yeah.
So I think I might have even seen. No, I didn't see Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Before I actually saw Star Wars, but they were pretty close for me, and I love that movie.
I know you do. Yeah.
It's.
I got nothing against the movie. I love Mel Brooks.
Yep.
Or Brooks, excuse me.
Yep.
I think he's a great parody director. I think he's just a great, funny guy.
Definitely.
And his son is also pretty funny. Did you ever... You've heard of World War Z, right? That's his son.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Yep.
But, I mean, like, I've seen it, and yes, it's hilarious, you know.
funny.
Your Schwartz is bigger than mine. You know?
Yeah.
I can't... What was the main character's name again?
The
Han Solo character.
Yeah, Lone Star.
Lone Star, that's right. I remember they were going to dress him up like Han Solo, but he said he didn't want to do that, so they dressed him like Indiana Jones instead.
Yep. It is Flying Winnebago.
It is Flying Winnebago, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I watched that movie so many times as a kid. I burnt out a VHS copy of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never done that. And
I've done that to 2 movies in my lifetime, and that's one of them. And now I own it on DVD.
Now I can't burn that out, I guess.
Yeah.
What was your other one? You said you had two.
Yeah, so the other one is the Blue Harvest.
Oh, that's
trilogy.
that is you know what? That would be my answer
Yeah.
then. The Blue Harvest trilogy,
It's-
because I totally forgot that it's a parody.
A, it's Family Guy, but B, everybody who works on that show actually cares about Star Wars.
I know, yeah.
And it's actually good.
It's actually funny, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love that Sarah Fisher's in it. Or right?
You'll get there eventually, no.
Yeah.
That's
who am I thinking of? I hate my life.
Oh my god.
Princess Leia.
Yeah, I know.
She's in it,
Yes.
but not as Leia.
I know.
Yeah.
Sarah Fisher. Oh, now I can't think of it now. Thanks.
Carrie.
Carrie Fisher, yes.
I was so close.
Yeah. I was actually going to say her daughter's name, but it's not. That's Billy Lord. Totally different name. Yeah. Carrie Fisher is in it. Yeah, she plays Mon Mothma, my favorite character. Yep. I remember Lois's character is like, that's another girl. I hate her.
Oh, it's the only other girl in the galaxy. Bitch. But those are really, really great. I own the 3 of those on DVD also.
Yeah, they're down there somewhere, I think,
I
are they?
think so.
Oh.
Yeah, but I do own them.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
I own them on Blu-ray too, because I think they're a really cheap box set.
Yeah.
So I know the last one is not as good as the other two, but
they
even
were like, "Fuck, we gotta do it again."
Yeah, they even parody that part, which is the kind of the funny thing.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah,
like, I guess we're doing Star Wars.
He's like, I just took a muscle relaxer, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Anyways, I think we should also though talk about Mando,
Sure.
Mandalorian a little bit.
Yeah.
This is not gonna.
It's gonna be a weekly thing. I guess.
Yeah, it will be a week. I mean, we're not gonna do the whole episode about Mandalorian though. There just wasn't enough to talk about in this Mandalorian episode.
No, I liked it better than the first episode.
Did you really?
I really did.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of people are split on it. I'm okay with it. Like I don't hate it. It was a filler episode for sure, but I liked it.
It may prove not to be. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I had to watch it like this the whole time. If I'm being honest with you, I hate spiders.
Yeah.
A fucking baby Yoda. Oh my god.
He's terrible.
He's a goddamn menace.
He is. Yeah.
He really is.
Credit to Devin.
Yes, thanks, Devin.
Of Evan and Devin.
Evan and Devin, yeah. LLC. Anyways.
He's on Wild Endeavors every Wednesday.
Yeah, he's also on Wild Endeavors every Wednesday. Anyways, do you think he's doing that on purpose, though? Not just
being a menace?
Yeah. Like, is it, do you think it's, like, because, like, when he put his face up to the glass, which was adorable as fuck, by the way, and all the little, I don't know what you call them, eggs, I guess? Spawn, yeah, they came up to the glass. You think he was doing that on purpose?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he has the presence of mind to do anything on purpose yet.
Well, but he knows, like, when people are hurt, right, to heal them, because he's like...
Yeah, he does do the thing.
Hold on. Sorry.
That looks ridiculous.
That was hilarious.
I feel better now.
Oh, you do good.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Now I'm gonna wither away. That's a whole other topic. Anyways,
I don't wanna.
Like, he knew how to force heal, and then he also, like, whenever that purge trooper came in and tried to blow him out with fire, he was able to stop that, and then he collapsed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. He's just a kid. He's being a kid.
Yeah.
Being a terrible 2-year-old.
You say that again.
He's being a terrible 2-year-old.
The reason I ask is because when he goes up to the spider egg, he crunches on that thing. Like, if you watch it, like, with the other ones, he's
right.
You know?
Yeah.
With the other ones, he's like...
Yeah.
Although, he did swallow a frog in this first season a couple of times. Like, just not chew on those. He did just swallow those.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it.
Maybe...
I don't think there's a deeper meaning to him.
I don't know. You're probably right. I mean, just, like, I was just throwing it out there because I know some other people are.
I'm sure there's some conspiracy theories. I'm glad I don't read that kind of stuff.
I mean, there's some things I will read and do, like, when it comes to Star Wars like that.
Sure.
But, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I could kind of see maybe something happen, but also, like, I don't think Boba Fett's going to come back either. Like, I think we talked about that last night a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
we didn't talk about it on the show, though.
No, we didn't talk about it on the show. Because, well... On this one, they're on a totally different planet, you know, so there's no way he followed him. Unless he followed him, I guess.
It's possible.
Because he didn't use hyperspace, so... But, I don't know. I mean, like, I think if the show is going to echo like it did last season, and he's got to go back and he's got to, like, get, like, a crew of people, which we kind of know he's going to have to, because he's going to get Cara Dune and Carl Weathers' character. His name, I always forget his name. If he goes and gets Cobb Vanth, maybe he'll run into Boba, but...
Yeah, and he needs to do something about our ship now.
Yeah, Razor Crest is fucked.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he could probably get that fixed on the planet he's heading to.
I don't know about fixed. That thing is wrecked.
I mean, yeah, but, you know...
Yeah. Space.
Yeah, it's space, yeah. But, nah.
Space magic. He is carrying a wizard with him.
A little baby wizard.
Yeah.
It's adorable as fuck. And a goddamn menace.
Also, the frog character, pretty cool.
You know, it's funny. I know we haven't seen that kind of character before, but it was really good. I like how she figured out how to use the droid to talk to Mando.
Translator. Yep.
But I did in one of my other group chats ask, I don't speak frog. Is that racist? Question mark.
Kind of. Well, no. I mean.
I know. I mean, it's just
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I mean, he did ask if she spoke anything else.
Yeah.
But you know, what do you do? I like the episode though. It was good. I like at the end how he got rescued by those X-Wing pilots who were like commending him for his great deeds and then just fucking left him there.
Told him to screw off basically.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to fix my ship? Hey, how about you fix your transponder?
Yeah, fix your transponder, and then they just left. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I guess I can only just fix the hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen though. As soon as they started trying to take off, that big one was coming back.
Had to be something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Come on. I just didn't know how he was going to get out of that. I couldn't think of. I was like, I mean, he could do his thing with his laser or his rifle he's got where he just like shocks the shit out of it. Like he does every other time, but
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, again, I like where it's going though.
Yep, I'm excited now about the rest of the season. I was skeptical after the first episode.
I have a kind of a prediction, just because based off of the trailers, like he's heading to this water planet, and in the trailer you see this woman watching him from like these docks, and she's got a name in real life, obviously. She's a WWE wrestler.
Okay, sure.
And I think she's playing Sabine Wren, who is Clone War, or excuse me, Rebels character. Because she kind of just has like the same kind of skin tone as her, I guess. Okay. Plus, also people just want that to be her. Of course. Yeah. But yeah, some people think that she might be part of that covet of Mandalorians. So, because I mean, we know he's going to that planet. And he's going to be on a boat because we've seen the trailers.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool. We've never seen an actual like big like boat like that.
Like a boat on water.
Yeah. We've seen a few small ones. And we talked about this last time.
Yeah, I remember we like submarines.
Yeah, submarines. We did talk about that. Yeah, the Planet Core. Yeah. From the bombastic.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in the first episode. You know, the fucking
times.
Crate dragon eating the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
Always a bigger fish.
Yep.
Qui-Gon, you son of a bitch.
Echoing on to this day.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Like, I do like where the show's going.
Yeah.
Great show.
I'm excited. How many episodes we get this year?
Probably 8. It was 8 last year.
It was.
Yeah. I would only imagine they're going to do 8. I think some people think that they need more than... I just noticed we had a comment. I'm sorry. We'll come back to that We'll come back to that in a minute. Sorry, Zach. He gave us permission to say his name, by the way. Anyways, shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah.
8 episodes.
8 episodes, yeah. Like, Stranger Things. It was started off as, like, 13. I'm pretty certain they've dwindled it down to 10. But
sure.
They were doing that with the Netflix Avengers show, too. Like, it was 13 and 13. And the problem was they were having to do, like, filler episodes.
Yeah. It's a tough balance.
Yeah, so I think if you could do a solid 10 or 8, I'm fine with that. Like, of course, more episodes the merrier, but, like, if you ever watch a show on the BBC, like, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Sherlock only has 3 episodes a season. Not that they're doing anymore, but the first 2 seasons were only 3 episodes. But they were 90 minutes long. So, and they were all fantastic episodes.
Yeah. That's 9 episodes in regular showtime, so that's cool.
Yeah, but they were all like made like 2 years apart.
Yikes.
They were a good show.
I did not realize the fucking production time on that.
Yep. Yeah. So Benedict Cumberbatch was a beast in that show, so it's okay.
He's just a beast.
He is just a beast.
I'm super excited for
Doctor Strange.
Strange 2. Yep.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. Me too.
Oh,
yeah. Me too. I'm really excited for that.
That's gonna be super fun. That's a great character.
Dude, did you know that you've seen like the new Hobbit movies?
No.
You never seen the new Hobbit movies? Okay.
You know I don't like Lord of the Rings.
Okay, well, just a fun fact. So Martin Freeman is in that. He plays Bilbo, right? He's in Sherlock. He's Dr. Watson, right? John Watson. Well, his buddy, Benedict Cumberbatch is in those movies too. Plays 2 different characters. He plays Sauron. When you find out, shit, Sauron's in it.
Really?
He also plays Smaug. He does the voice of Smaug, and he did all the mocap for Smaug too.
Really?
Yeah. He did the facial stuff and the mocap for Smaug, the dragon. Huh. Yeah, they just put dragon parts over him. You could find video of him. He's like crawling around on the floor.
I'm going to YouTube after this.
Best acting.
I have 2 things to watch after this show.
It's really funny. It really is. Because he does a good job. He Smaug monologues, to Bilbo when he's trying to find the Arkenstone.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy cool.
Yeah, no.
I'm into it.
And they're both in the MCU now, which is the funny thing. 2 completely different worlds though.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's a part of the CIA and the other one's the Sorcerer Supreme. So
very different.
I doubt they'll ever cross. But yeah, we'll see.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, to answer Zach's question, I should watch Veep. Yes, going back to The West Wing when we were talking about. I heard Veep is good. It's a HBO show. It's a comedy with Vice President.
Oh, okay.
That's what VP stands for.
Sure it does.
Something like that.
Okay.
That's usually what they call the vice president.
I'm not gonna look it up or question you, but all
yeah.
right.
Anyways, also been told The Newsroom is another good show by Aaron Sorkin. That's a newer, updated show. Well, I say updated. It came out in like 2010. It's got Jeff Daniels.
That's new. Yeah.
It's newer.
It's still the
it's
2010s,
new. It's
right?
newer than The West Wing. The West Wing came out in '99.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of our coworkers has been watching and talking about The West Wing nonstop.
Is it who I think it is?
Scott.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, who asked for a link to the show before we started? Sorry, Scott.
Oh.
See you next week, bud. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get you next time, buddy. I promise. And you can come on our show too.
Oh, yes. We'll get there.
We'll get there later.
Moving on to your next note.
Yes. Yeah. If everybody's wondering, I do write the show notes. I don't just come on the podcast to be the personality.
They are a masterpiece.
Don't flip over to them. They have bad grammar and the spelling at least is right. Mostly. Okay. But yeah, go ahead.
We're on to point 5 in this week's show notes. Are frog eggs sushi? The answer is no.
Okay.
Moving on.
I wrote that as a joke.
I know you did.
Because we went and had sushi last night.
We did.
It's
delicious.
And when we were talking about Mandalorian, I joked around saying, "Are frog eggs sushi?" I don't know. I mean, I know they're amphibians because I called them reptiles last night, and I got corrected big time.
Not by me.
No, your better half corrected me, which is even better.
I wanted to say it.
Yeah. I didn't,
It's okay.
Okay.
That's an easy mistake to make. Where no one's.
Yeah.
But maybe actually, I'm sure there's
a delicacy out there of frog eggs.
There's got to be a sushi that has frog eggs.
Well, I mean, like think of caviar. Like that's fish eggs. Like, but that's caviar though. Like, could you make a frog caviar? You think?
Probably.
That'd be disgusting. Ugh.
It probably wouldn't taste as good.
People who do caviar are fucking weird, anyways.
No, they're rich, is what they are.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I watched a video yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, as I'm eating breakfast. Gordon Ramsay.
I do like Gordon.
Yeah, he went to like a fish farm.
Where at?
France.
Oh, okay.
I think, and they were raising sturgeon for
caviar. For caviar, yeah.
But like fresh farmed caviar instead of because it is killing most of the sturgeon are endangered now in the wild.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because caviar is so expensive.
Because you can only harvest them if they're dead, right?
Right, they kill them to harvest them out of the fish. Which is
we need to save the fish.
Also, they don't do it until the fish are 20 years old.
No shit.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of farming to get some adult female sturgeon.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of work apparently.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't, that's why it's so expensive. But one fish will produce like $10,000 worth of fucking.
Yeah, but that's like what, like a one little cup of.
No, that's a few pounds.
Oh, it's a few pounds of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because because that I don't know why, but that reminds me of like those they're type of crab or something like that, or they get the blood from it. It's got a lot of healing properties. It's like some type of blue crab or whatever. Guy, I'm so sorry, audience. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I watched this thing where they harvest these. They look like crustaceans.
From a crab, sure. Yeah.
And what they do is they drain it of like 75% of its blood, and they just release it back into the wild.
And they're fine.
And they're fine. They're totally fine. Yeah, but they use it in a lot of actual like medications and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I hope somebody will correct me in the comments.
Maybe.
Probably, because I just sound like an idiot now.
If you know what he's talking about, let us know.
Yeah, because we can't Google it, not in the middle of the show, because we're just way off topic at that point. But no, I honestly thought you could harvest caviar from a live fish. I didn't know it had to be dead.
Yeah, well, yeah, they kill it and slice it open. I mean, I don't know if that's how they do it. If you catch a wild sturgeon or whatever. Oh, it's also funny. They'll bring the fish up to the surface on this little fish hammock. Like when they, you've seen sharks and whales carried around in the big versions of it.
Yeah.
Right? So they bring it up to the surface and they roll it on its back and they get this little ultrasound machine. Like when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And they check to see a bunch of eggs in there.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. It's a process.
Speaking,
Just
you
watch
know,
that video.
to strap topic just a second. Gordon Ramsay.
I'm done. Yeah, he's great.
He's great. My favorite show of his is Kitchen Nightmare.
I love everything.
But yeah, oh my god, Kitchen Nightmare is the best.
I love the British version. It's
yeah,
more serious.
I know.
Yeah.
It is way more serious.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder how, I know I'll now, especially now in 2020, a lot of in 2019 because they're probably not really doing reality shows, but that a lot of that stuff is fake.
Yeah.
But in the British version, oh man, no, that shit was not fake. And he was
legit
brutal.
Oh yeah.
And he's brutal on that show. He's way more brutal in the BBC version of it. It's just so funny.
It's really fun.
I know. I love it when he calls people an idiot sandwich,
The fucking bread.
Pieces of bread. Oh, excuse me.
You're an idiot. Now you're an idiot sandwich.
One of the things I always catch on Facebook sometimes. Yes, I go on Facebook. I apologize. But I'll watch a Gordon Ramsay video every now and then where he'll strip a crab. Yeah. Or a lobster. He'll fillet an entire lobster. And it just looks awesome when he does it because he does it so elegantly. Yeah, I mean, he's just such a master. Oh, man. I want to be that good at anything. I know, right? And he does it just like nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's his whole life. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the guy literally did train his whole life. He's definitely over that, that 10,000 hour mark. Yeah. He's not an Iron Chef, though. Apparently that's a real thing, being an Iron Chef. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. That was another, legit... I know it was a show. Yeah, but it was a legitimate thing. It's a legit thing, being a type of blacksmith. Mm-hmm. An Iron Chef. Who knew, He probably could have been on that show. Oh, yeah. Easily, yeah. Bobby Flay, my man. And, which one's that one? He's the white guy that was on that show. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Miyamoto, the Japanese dude. Yeah, Miyamoto. Yeah. No, Miyamoto's Mario. Nintendo guy. Yeah. Miyamoto. Sorry, I don't want to get into that. Yeah, no, the guy who hosts the Iron Chef. Or was he the host? Or was he just the guy that said, "Your ingredients"? That guy, he's an actor. He's in John Wick 3. Yeah? Yeah, he's really good. He actually is a martial artist. And, he fought him with, swords and stuff like that. Okay. I think he was called Zero in that movie. I can't remember his name in real life. Sure. I know all actors, but I can't remember him. But, yeah, that guy. He was in John Wick 3. He's good in it, too. He's great. You should watch those movies. They're good. I haven't seen a single one of them. Oh, they're so good. Yeah. You want to talk about, Keanu, at his peak. Most people go, they make The Matrix. Yeah. Now it's John Wick. Okay. Those movies are really good. The Matrix movies aren't. You don't like Matrix movies? No. I love The Matrix. Really? Except maybe the second one. It's everyone's least favorite. Yeah. The problem is they pumped those two movies. The second and the third one came out within 2 or 3 months of each other. What? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. They came out the same year. Yikes. Maybe it was 6 months. That's still really close. I know, yeah. So we're used to years between sequels. At least, The Hobbit was a year consecutive, which was unheard of. But they filmed them all back to back to back. Right. They did the same thing with Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings needed more attention because back then everything was miniature scale model and stuff like that. Yeah. Which is still blows my mind. Again, not that we're straying way off topic again, but we don't have a topic. What is it? It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want, right? We got shit to say. Yeah, we got shit to say, damn it. About everything. Yeah. But when they made a mini scale model of Minas Tirith, it's a city carved into a mountain, and it looks amazing. Yeah. And they carve every little detail of it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna meet those guys at Weta. That's who that was Weta Workshops. Was it? Yeah, those guys are amazing. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of those movies. I know. Mostly for the storytelling. But yeah, what they were able to achieve is really cool. I love those movies, except for the Hobbits. They're okay. I appreciate them. Yeah, I appreciate the Hobbit movies, but the Lord of the Rings movies are masterpieces to me. Yeah. But I'm that guy who tried to read the books and has failed successfully. Oh, I know. And the sad part is I normally don't read. Yeah. You know that about me. I listen to everything on Audible. Mm-hmm. If you want to sponsor us, Audible, we're always looking for sponsors. But I just I'm like chapters into it, and they're still in the Shire.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, the pacing of those books were incredibly slow. Mm-hmm. Again, I tried 3 times.
Did you?
I even skipped chapters.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm skipping it and, like, halfway through, and they're just now getting into Bree, which is the next city over, or after Hobbiton.
Yeah.
Is the city of Bree. I'm like, oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. And
Yeah.
they're just not getting to the prancing pony. I'm like, oh my god.
When
So I dropped it again.
Yeah.
That was about 3 or 4 years ago. I tried to read it again.
That reminds me
Mm-hmm.
of when I first read Harry Potter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this is when it was getting big.
Yeah, sure.
I think the first movie had come out, or maybe was getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
And so I tried to read it, and I just couldn't get into it.
Really?
Yeah. And so I like waited, and the movies were really good, and I enjoyed them. And then somebody lent me their copy of the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Sorry, guys.
Because they were like, "What? You're not reading these?" And then so I was like, "All right, whatever." And then I started that book, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's when that series got started getting. That's when it started getting serious.
Yeah.
Because Sirius Black.
No pun intended. Yeah.
I don't do puns often, but when I do, they're usually warranted.
So so I love that and breezed through it, and then I think I read the first 2 books over like a weekend.
I can't read fast,
Yeah,
so when people go, "Oh yeah, I blew through it in a day," I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" What? Yeah.
Finger on the page.
Well, that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm making those sounds too.
That's probably why it takes you so long.
Oh my god.
Distracting yourself.
I'm distracting myself, yeah. Okay, start over.
Yeah.
But I listen to most everything.
Sure. So much more convenient. I mean, you can read while you drive.
That's very true.
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah, you can't beat that because that's what I do.
Yeah. Not without being really dangerous.
Is that dangerous?
No,
Reading. I was gonna say like listening to it. That's not dangerous. Come on.
No, that's fine.
I'm mostly all focused.
Yeah. Probably more than most people on the road.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
Especially around here.
I never had a hard time getting into Harry Potter, honestly.
Yeah, I did initially. I mean, I'm glad that person gave me their copy of Prisoner of Azkaban because I love them, and I read every one like the weekend it came out after that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's like that book is like The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings. Excuse me, it's still eluding me.
Yeah, one day.
Well, maybe.
How long is the audiobook? 25 hours.
It's 25.
30
Yeah,
hours.
it's something. It's long.
Probably more than that.
I could
honestly.
look it up, but it would be too much dead air. So.
A long time.
I mean, I looked at. I was loading actually. Speaking of Audible, I was loading it up on my grandma's phone for her because she wants to listen to some books.
Sure.
And there's 335 titles on mine.
On your
library? So it's my mom's library. She's
Okay.
had it for that long. She's had it so long it was before they were owned by Amazon.
Yeah. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, my grandma goes, "Oh, there's a few books on here." I'm like, "Yeah, there's a few. There's 335 again." So that tells you how long she's had that account.
I have like a dozen. You know?
Yeah, I think she's had it like 13 years or something like that.
That's a long time.
Yeah, she's got every medal on there because you can get
That's
achievement
right,
medals.
achievements.
Yeah.
That's right. I have like 1, I think, maybe 2.
Oh yeah,
Because I finished a book and got a few hours or whatever.
God, blew all through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one.
It's a great service.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's the only thing keeping books alive.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but you can return a book within a year on there if you don't like it.
Really?
Get your credit back.
You get credit back.
Yeah,
Oh,
did that with a bunch of Tom Clancy books I never listened to.
interesting.
Returned all of them. Got
Yeah.
a shit ton of credits back. I was
Good
like, oh
stuff.
wow.
Don't abuse that.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Don't abuse that. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Sorry.
Let's see. Favorite like series and stuff. We were gonna talk a little bit about that this week. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the big topic of this
It's a
week.
good lead in.
Yeah, it's a good lead-in. We talked about a couple series already. Harry Potter being one of them.
Definitely.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I know I put in the notes video game series, but we could talk about any series. I mean, because I only wrote video game because Mass Effect.
That's right. You were talking about this yesterday.
Mass Effect is getting a remaster. So yesterday was In 7 Day, which, for those who don't know, the character Shepard, the main character, which you can make
The
male
playable.
or female, the playable character.
Yeah.
Yep, male or female, any which way you want. Their character background is that they were special forces, and the special forces has a rank and tier system. It's like A through N, and then it's 1 through 7. Mm-hmm. And when you're in 7, you're like the top tier. And that's what Shepard is they are top tier. So every November 7th, they celebrate, in 7 day. BioWare does. And this year, they announced a remaster of the trilogy of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, which I think is great because that's a very, very good game series.
Yeah, I never personally got into it, but with a remaster...
Yeah, you really should.
I very well might play it.
I hope the only thing I kind of hope is that they updated the kind of mechanics of the first game, because the first game is kind of clunky, but that game came out also, so long ago now.
Sure.
So...
I've been playing a lot of remastered stuff lately.
Yeah. I think Call of Duty Remastered. That's the last remastered I played.
Wait, what?
I don't... Call of Duty Remastered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know me, I haven't been playing a lot of video games. Yeah. But I will definitely get this when it comes out.
Yeah, I might give it a shot.
Yeah. But the thing that was cool about it is, it's a space opera. It's supposed to be like a Star Wars type game, but the things that I liked about it is that your consequences are all saved.
Yeah.
Now there was a little on the. It wasn't because it went from different generations of consoles. I'm guessing, if I remember right. No, they were all 360, but it didn't have a way of saving your consequences in the first game to go to the second one. Even though they were in the same generation. Sorry,
they just didn't think of it ahead of time.
I guess, or there just wasn't a way to do it. So what they did is in the second game, you get asked questions. And it's a BioWare thing. I've seen BioWare do it before. They're like, what did do you remember this and that? Do you remember what happened? Yeah. And your character says, oh yeah, this happened, I did this, that kind of thing. And then so the consequences saved from there. Now, but from 2 to 3, that was a direct save. Yeah. They even where you're able to import your character over, which was the big thing. You weren't able to import your first character over. But they wrote it into the lore. Yeah. Spoilers ahead. Your character actually dies in the beginning of the second game.
Okay.
But it's brought back. They take 2 years to bring you back from the dead. But you can change your face. You can change your color. You can change every aspect about you, like your class, all that stuff, because it's also class driven. It's like again a traditional BioWare game, like Dragon Age and all that. So I mostly tried to keep everything in line, like my character looked the same. Yeah. Because there is the stock characters, and some people go, oh no, that's the Shepard. Sure. But no, my Shepard was customized. Come on,
that's totally fair.
Make it your own.
Yeah.
I know people who will disagree with me. Devin mostly.
I think that's really cool. Maybe they'll find a way to, now that it's a remastered trilogy.
I hope so. Yeah, I was actually wondering about that.
The first and second will carry over a little better.
But yeah, literally things from the first game carried on, and you had consequences and payoffs in the third game. Yeah. Like we were talking about it again last night. There was a war between these two races. One is a sentient AI race, and the other was this kind of like the only way I can describe it is they're like a gypsy race. Okay. They're space gypsies. They're called Quarians, if I remember right. Okay. And they're basically space gypsies. They live in a flotilla. Yeah. Because their immune systems have dwindled to the point where they can't live outside of a HAB type unit or a spacesuit.
Right. You gotta be bubbled.
Yep. Gotta be bubbled the whole time. Yep. So basically, throughout the first 2 games, you try to broker peace, and eventually in the third game, you do get to go to the flotilla that they always keep talking about. Okay. And talk to their elders and stuff, and you're able, again, with your consequences, you can have them come together, or in some people's cases, they fight. Okay. And then you got to pick a side. Gotcha. And whoever side you pick usually is the dominant one. Sure. But there's ways that can, get messed up too.
I played so much Dragon Age, mostly the original one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I played every race, gender. Wow. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen every ending to that game.
I've never played really. I mean, I played Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah. Excuse me, but I never beat it.
It was only the first one that really, really got me in, and that was like my reintroduction to RPGs for me.
I'm sorry, guys.
Certainly my introduction to like more modern style RPGs.
Yeah.
I really, really dug that game. Of that generation, I think it was probably my favorite.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, the first game is kind of... I don't think they're the same type of play style.
No, that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
They modernized the controls and fighting a lot in the second game. But I know it lost something at the same time on the story side of things. So.
Yeah, but I think I kind of think Mass Effect was able to broker the bridge between those two, honestly.
Yeah. Because
like the story in those games are just amazing. I always thought they had the best storytelling in that series. I mean, like I said, I never played Dragon Age, but
it's decided I'm gonna play them.
Good. I'm glad you will.
At least the first one.
Yeah, you should. I just liked it. It was a great story. Like humanity, finally, reaches the stars, and they find this. I mean, the thing is, they find this thing, and it's they thought it was another planet past Pluto.
Okay.
But that Pluto's a planet anymore. But it's
Tyson, you bitch.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well. They find this thing called it's eventually they figure out it's called a Mass Effect relay. Okay. And what it does is it sends you into a Mass Effect field, which is faster than light travel. Okay. They actually have FTL travel or faster than light travel, but this thing actually is faster than that. Okay. But what it does is it sends you to another relay, and eventually when you hit certain relays, it sends you to what they call the Citadel. Okay. Citadel is kind of like in the center of all of it, and that's where all these different races come together. But I don't know if I should like really get into it.
Don't, because I want to not be totally spoiled. But that sounds cool.
But yeah, that has something to do with it. Yeah. Very good series. Definitely recommend it. Yeah. I know a lot of people were really bummed by the way that it kind of ended.
Like a lot of video game series.
Yeah, because again, you have to make a choice, and there's 3 choices. Yeah. And that's where some memes came from back in the day, back when memes were still good. The red, green, and blue choice. That's just what they called it. You'll find out when you play it.
Maybe. We'll probably get that far.
I'm trying to think of another video game series that I was really dedicated into.
So for me, throughout the span of my video game playing life, Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
I've not missed at least a main series title since Resident Evil 2, which is the first one I played on the N64 when my mother begrudgingly rented it for me.
I was going to say, how old were you? You should not have been playing that game.
Young.
Sure that game gave you nightmares.
No, I don't think it did. It was
that's good.
So cheesy looking.
I mean,
then.
but
it was still scary.
Oh yeah,
the liquor on the window. I'll never forget. Like shitting my pants to that.
So, I never really played any Resident Evil games. I know that they're good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It never really appealed to me. I guess
that's fair.
I did like the story for the new Resident Evil that came out recently. Was it Resident Evil 7?
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
8 soon.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel to that, right? Because they actually were bringing that. I thought they were just gonna kind of do a whole new horror thing. Yeah. Because it definitely didn't seem like it was related to anything else.
Especially by the trailers and stuff that they gave.
But then at the very end, Leon Kennedy shows up, and then I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yep. I know who Leon Kennedy is.
You better.
Yeah, I know. I watched the movie Resident Evil. I mean, I know, and he is in one of those movies. Yeah. Same thing with Chris Redfield and Claire Redfield.
Some of those movies are passable. The rest.
The first one is okay.
Yeah.
2 is not. 3 is garbage.
And the games had a moment there where they were really slacking.
Yeah.
They definitely got away from horror and just became third-person shooters.
Yeah. Third person over the shoulder. You have to stop and aim.
Yeah.
In order to shoot.
They were clunky.
They were very clunky. That's why I didn't play them.
Yeah. There's been some eras.
Thanks, Capcom.
Yeah. I'd say more good than bad, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean...
Especially lately.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're around that long, making that many games.
Yeah.
You know what else? I don't know if you've ever... This one's a
Maybe.
little... This one's a little... It's from Capcom.
Okay.
This is like when Resident Evil was getting big. This is on the PS1. It's a game called Time Crisis.
Yes, I do know Time Crisis.
This is Resident Evil for dinosaurs.
You need to talk to... Oh, wait, no. Am I thinking of a different game? Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
Dino Crisis, sorry. It's called Dino Crisis.
Never mind. I'm thinking of something else then. There was another time type.
There is a Time Crisis game. That's.
I was gonna say you need to talk to Devin about that because
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain he played that a lot.
Ooh, Dino Crisis.
Never played that one.
Man.
I think I watched Game Grumps play that though.
I would buy a PlayStation 1 today if I had a copy of that game.
I think you can actually get one at Bearded Brown Coat. I'm pretty certain they sell
sure you can.
that type of console there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it just now.
Okay.
I really liked. I mean, I still do some of the Call of Duty games.
Sure.
The series. I'm not a big. I mean, I will.
You
play
like the stories.
I like the story. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not a huge multiplayer guy. I will play it.
Yeah.
But I like the stories of them. Especially the Modern Warfare stuff and the Black Ops ones, except 3 and 4. Apparently, I never played 3 and 4, but apparently 3 just goes way off the fucking rails. It's not related to anything.
There's a few of them in the series.
Yeah, and then 4 is just multiplayer only, which is fucking complete garbage. But yeah, I really like those games. I like them for the story. Like the new one that comes out next week, I will get it.
They play really well.
Yeah, they do.
It's not my style. I've never been a first person shooter.
That's fine. I mean, that's what I started off playing. That was first person shooters. I think I told this on the podcast. Is some James Bond game. It wasn't.
Not GoldenEye.
Not GoldenEye, but no, it was another one from PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it was first person. That's what I got into. But I don't know, man. The series is good. Where it is now, with the new Modern Warfare, I really like how they're kind of remaking and remastering a lot of that stuff.
Sure.
Because I love those characters, Soap, Price. Yeah, those two dudes. And then for Black Ops, Mason and Woods, and Hudson. Those three guys, they're kind of I like that kind of genre though of the 80s Cold War CIA stuff.
Yeah, sure.
This new game reminds me a lot of the movie Atomic Blonde, which is with Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
I have.
Oh my god!
I know that's weird.
Fucking
right?
faint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. Probably because they used the same song, I think, in both trailers for that game and that movie.
Yeah. Okay. That'll tie it together. For
Yeah.
you.
Well, it was the 80s, so. What else? Series wise.
I was just thinking of one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Here's another one that was amazing, and then they just kept pumping out games.
Yeah.
The quality kind of took a nosedive, and is coming back recently. It's Assassin's Creed.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. We needed to talk about Assassin's Creed. Yes, because they have a game coming out next week.
The first one I played was the second.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed 2. Ezio.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah, Ezio's great.
Oh, amazing character.
Yep.
Super cool.
I wish Devin was here to talk about this with us.
Yeah.
Because that's actually low-key how him and I became best friends.
No way.
Yeah. Besides you and me. Come on. No, seriously, talking about that. So, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll get back to mine.
So, for me, the biggest one in the series is Black Flag. Black Flag.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed 4.
That's Assassin's Creed 4 is the only game, maybe one of 2 or 3 that I've ever 100%ed.
Wow.
I found
I
every
never did
collectible in that game and
Yeah.
did every mission. I played the hell out of that.
Yeah,
game.
again, you and Devin.
Yeah.
He does the same thing. I don't do that. I don't do collectibles.
I never do that.
No,
But that game
usually
was
don't.
so fun. I did.
It's the last game I did that with, again, besides 100% Skyrim, but getting collectibles. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
I hate that part of games.
Yeah, same here.
Personally, but I don't know.
I'll do it for certain things, if there's a set of armor that's locked until you find all the stuff. I'll do that, but I started Assassin's Creed with the first one. My dad had that. He bought that. Oh man, that was a great game. That actually really pumped me into learning more about history of that era,
Sure.
which I know quite a bit about now because of that game.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought video games will teach you history, even though history is a little skewed in those games, but
Yeah, for the better.
for the better, yeah.
In terms of story, anyway.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of plot, right?
Yeah. Why not aliens?
I guess you're right. They were aliens. Yeah, I always forget that there were a type of alien thing in that. Yeah, the whole finding out that Minerva and Jupiter and Saturn were aliens from Mars. I think I can't even remember, or from Mercury. Anyways, or from another planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got destroyed.
Story.
Yeah, story. Yeah, that was the one thing that kind of threw me off with the AC3 was finding out that they were aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, we had seen them.
Yeah, we just didn't know what they were.
Just didn't get to know that much about them.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
The third one was really fun.
I never beat the third one.
I don't know if I made it to the end.
Yeah, I played that game twice. I got to the same part every time and just quit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know how it ends, and I played Black Flag, and I think the last one I really got into was Syndicate. I really like Syndicate. Yeah. That was a good game. I don't think I finished it, though.
I played a couple of the newer ones and had really a lot of fun. Odyssey, especially, was super cool. Doing all the Greek stuff.
Didn't do that. I didn't play it. And you think I would play it because I like that era of history. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite parts of history, for sure. And all the mythology and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should do a whole series just with mythology.
I could handle
We
that.
will have to have Devin in for that, though.
Sure.
Because he knows a lot about Viking mythology and Norse mythology that I want to talk about, because that's what's coming up. I mean, it's AC Vikings.
Valhalla.
Or Valhalla, excuse me, That, again, comes out next week.
That's going to be super cool.
I will probably play it if Devin gets it.
Yeah.
Which I think he is.
I may wait until I get a console, because I don't like playing that on the PC.
I don't blame you. Yeah, it's kind of hard. But I like that era of history also. Mm-hmm. I know a lot about it.
Yeah.
And to what it looks like, because Devin was telling me a little bit before we all met up last night for dinner. It looks like it takes place during a time when the Vikings were invading England.
Oh.
So it's that kind of that original migration, because they mentioned the sons of Ragnar.
Yeah.
Ragnar Lothbrok, which is the main character from the show Vikings.
Oh yeah.
Which is a great show, by the way.
I've seen some of it.
But his two sons, Bjorn Ironside and Ivar the Boneless, they were real badass conquerors for being, their time in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
They literally conquered the majority of England, and that's actually what brought England into what it is now, because England was a bunch of smaller kingdoms. Mm-hmm. It was like Wessex, Sussex, all those places, and driving... I don't want to call them Vikings, because they weren't called Vikings.
Yeah.
But driving the Danes out.
Yeah.
They were Danish.
That's what united the...
That's what united the... Yeah, that's where Alfred the Great became the first king of Britain.
Interesting. I didn't know all that.
Well, now you know. Hey. See, I told you I know a lot about history. It's like one of my strong suits.
Yeah, it really is.
But it looks like that's what it's going to be taking place during that time.
Yeah.
Which I had a suspicion that's what they were doing, because in the trailer, the first trailer, they showed a guy, and he was talking about something of the invasion of Essex, and I'm like, wait a minute, that looked like something Alfred the Great did. There's a really good show on Netflix called oh my god, Zach's gonna hate me, because he's the one that turned me onto it.
I'll give you a minute.
Will you? No, don't.
Anyways, I'm stoked. Yeah,
he turned me onto that show. Him and Devin both watched it. It was really good. Wow, why can't I think of the name of it?
It happens. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Anyways,
yeah. So that's another series for me.
Assassin's Creed.
It's been like a staple in my life.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people like that game because they played a lot of Prince of Persia. Because I think it was made by the same development
team.
I never did either.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any other major ones for Mario. I don't know how I could forget. But I mean, that's not... I don't know, that's... There's not a lot of story there or anything. It's just, I like platforming and I'm good at it.
I'm not good. I hate platforming.
Yeah. My first video game console was the Super Nintendo. I got it for Christmas one year when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Yeah. And the only game I got with it, Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Which is still my favorite game ever. And I've never met anybody better at it than me. I know there are people out there that are, but I've never met any of them.
I wish I could tell you a game that I'm like the best at, but unfortunately I don't think one exists, which is kind of sad.
For me, it also used to be Halo, but I do now know a couple people better than me.
Why do I always keep forgetting about Halo?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about that.
Please.
Okay. Again, one of the first shooters that I really got into, was that, because that came out for the original Xbox.
Yeah.
And that series really got me into the type of looking into lore and history of, and wondering more about, this series. And that, I mean, I read all the books I could about it, because a lot of books came out about it. Fall of Reach.
It really did. Yeah.
Great fucking book.
Even like some movies.
Yeah, there was the Forward Unto Dawn movie,
Yeah.
which was, excuse me, okay. Yeah, it was okay. They're doing a TV show.
I have it, but I've never seen it. Oh, yeah.
You do?
I do. Forward Unto Dawn. Yeah, right there.
They're doing a TV show.
Huh.
Showtime
Okay.
is putting a show out about Master Chief.
Okay.
I like the actor they got cast as him.
Yeah.
His name's Pablo Schreiber. He's a really good actor. But we'll see. I mean, like, he never takes his helmet off, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I was, and I remember we talked about this in one of our other first episodes.
Did. Yep.
I was one of the best snipers that I have ever met at the time.
I'm still one of the best sticky throwers.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I always loved playing Shotties and Snipes or BR.
Mm-hmm. I hope Infinite's good. I need it to be good.
I want to know where it is in the fucking story, because it, like, his armor's completely different than it was last time. It looks like his Mark II armor, or Mark 5 armor, Mark 6 armor. So the second armor he had was the Mark 6 armor in the series.
I knew what he was trying to say.
Okay, thanks. Okay, because I didn't know what I was trying to say. But, like, I don't know. Cortana went fucking rogue on everybody.
Yeah.
And she got all these Guardians to now, like, take over. Or, like, what's going on?
Yeah. I don't know that much about the lore, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I played through the story, but mostly just to get to the end.
Oh, no, oh my god, there's so much good lore about it.
Yep.
I mean, especially from, like, the human side, because, like, did you know there were Spartan 3s?
No.
That you didn't know that? Okay, well, that's a thing that, you learn in the books, that there was a third generation of Spartans. But it was all, all book related. There was a series... No, they were in Halo Reach, too. I had to think of that for a second. They were Spartan 3s.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, you played a Spartan 3. But,
I remember that they were different.
Yeah, that was the thing, is, like, in the series, there was, like the CIA, there's this group called, ONI.
Okay.
Office of Naval Intelligence, and they made another group of Spartans. But they made them on the cheaper.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a shame.
I know. So the Spartan 3s were smaller. They weren't as fast. They weren't as bulky, and their armor wasn't as good.
But they had better power-ups.
They had better what?
They had, like, power-ups, though.
Yeah, they had... for something to get power-ups. It's funny, though. In that game, that whole team, Noble 6, is all Spartan 3s except George. He is a Spartan 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so... he's the big guy. He's the bigger one out of all of them. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And excuse me, in the new stuff...
Checks out.
Yeah. In Halo 4, there's actually Spartan 4s, which they were able to make a whole storyline with them, the different fire teams, and that's how they kept going their seasons going from... they had a thing... they used to have a thing called Firefight, which is you just fight waves and waves and waves of enemies. Yep. But then they ended up making it kind of like a storyline type deal. And they called it something different, I can't remember. But you played as your own Spartan 4 with your own team.
Yeah, that's right.
And I liked that. That was pretty cool. But that was like my favorite thing is just like the Spartan program in general, which now I know is that was inspired by Warhammer.
Really?
Yeah, if you think about it. So in Halo Reach, they talk about how the Spartans program, they were all children that were kidnapped.
Okay. And
they were like 6 or 7 years old when they were indoctrinated, and that's how most Space Marines are. They're not kidnapped. They typically are either volunteered or they're stolen. Depending on what chapter.
That's kidnapped, but
yeah, it is kidnapped. Yeah. Well, it depends on what chapter of Space Marines, but like the Ultramarines, they take volunteers. Same with the Blood Angels. And but you have to be young. That's the thing. Like you have to be an adult before your adolescence. And the augmentation that they did to all the Spartans, like they were teenagers, but they were like adults. They were teenagers that were like 12, 13. They had the bodies of like normal athletes and Olympic athletes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Same thing with like athletes. Yeah. Well, but kind of like the same thing with Space Marines. When they were a certain age, after they've gone through all the process and become neophytes, they then get implanted with these different genes, which enhance them, create them to turn them into super soldiers. Because they kind of got the inspiration from that. If you tell me if somebody from Bungie, because I know Bungie doesn't own them anymore, but if somebody from Bungie was like, oh, we didn't take that from Warhammer, you're fucking lying.
Heavily inspired.
Yeah, heavily inspired. I mean, nothing is unfortunately original really anymore.
It's really hard. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's all inspired. I mean, like our podcast is inspired from other podcasts. You can't say that's not the truth, you know.
It absolutely is.
Shit. I mean, look at Star Wars. Star Wars was. I mean, George Lucas fully admitted like he got a lot of ideas from things like Flash Gordon, Dune. Yeah, those things. Those old serials.
Yeah. Seriously.
I couldn't think of anything else to say right then. My brain went blank. Oh, man. Yeah, it just went... Oh, man.
But anyway, we like video games.
Yeah, I like video games. I just like series in general.
Yeah. It's cool. I love living when we live. We have all this great stuff.
We didn't just have like
to occupy our
two
time.
sticks like this and a ball going back and forth.
Oh man.
Name that reference.
Pong. I'm kidding.
Oh, I gotta ask you something. Do you like Pong?
Do I like Pong?
Yeah, do you like Pong?
I've played a fair amount of Pong for somebody our age.
I'm just curious.
Okay. I mean, again, I respect it.
How do you feel about Tetris?
I like Tetris.
I don't like Tetris.
I have a lot of good Tetris memories.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I like the new... Well, was new Tetris 99.
Yeah, Tetris
99. The fucking multiplayer attack Tetris.
When it came out...
Super cool.
When it came out, I watched Funhouse play it a lot.
I made it like pretty far in that game. Oh, there's a Mario 35 game. So this is the 35th anniversary of Mario, right? So it's the original Super Mario Bros. Game for the NES, but you've got 34 other people that you're playing against. Whenever you like kill an enemy, it goes to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And you've got like a timer and coins and power ups and so on. That's really fun, and it's in the same vein. But yeah, no, I like Tetris.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Tetris fan.
I have other Tetris things. There's a SNES game called Tetris Attack. It's not really Tetris.
Okay.
But it's another like 1v1 Tetris game, and it's really just like flipping blocks and trying to make matches and combos. And I like that game mostly because it's Yoshi. That's the main character.
Okay.
And he's got to save like all his other friends, but there's no Mario and Luigi in it.
I'm confused.
Like Poochie, for example, the dog.
Oh, okay.
And like the whatever the wigglers are called when they turn into butterflies. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's fine.
Hey, you've seen I've seen that Mario movie. They're in that, right?
Oh God.
That movie's god awful. Yoshi's in that movie, which is the sad part.
Bowser's in it.
I know.
As just a guy who lives in New York.
Yeah, King Koopa.
King Koopa. Yeah. The fucking Goombas.
The shrunken little heads. That movie is terrible. I there's a channel I watch, Joe Blow movies, and I recently watched they have a series called "What the Fuck Happened in This Movie."
Okay.
And they did it on Mario, and it seriously was "What the fuck happened in this movie."
Yeah, it's a shame too.
How do you get Bob Costa to play in that movie? Like he looked the part.
They could probably do something good today. Is the sad part, but they would never get greenlit.
Oh God, no!
Yeah,
because that movie just stained.
Yeah, they could do something animated and probably get away with it pretty well.
Oh, sure, yeah. People would eat it up.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Do you remember for a while when they were trying to make like those old classic games into movies?
Such as
Battleship, excuse me.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay.
Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about it because it kind of sucks. I'm sorry for those two people who love that movie.
Careful, they're both watching.
I know. It's sad because there's some pretty good actors in it, but they tried to take the concept of Battleship and turn it into a movie. Basically, there was like this. Short of the long, there's this alien race that comes to Earth, and they take a section of Hawaii and they block it off with this force field.
Mm-hmm.
There happens to be 2 battleships, or 2 or 3 or 4, or whatever, in like a small carrier group. And at night, they were trying to pinpoint the enemy's location by firing at them by using buoy signals. And the buoy signals were all in a grid layout.
It's fucking battle.
Gee, I wonder where are we going here? You know, it's basically Battleship.
Oh my god!
But it's funny. The enemy, the alien race, their barrage of weapons. Whenever they would fire them, they looked like the little bolts that you'd put. I swear to God, that's serious, dude. They look like the little bolts that go in to the actual piece of the battleship thing. Yeah.
I kind of want to see it.
They were being serious about that movie, which is the sad part.
Now I want more. Like, where's my Connect 4 movie?
They were gonna do a Tetris movie at one point. That's why I asked about Tetris.
Jesus.
Oh man, I'm glad that they didn't do that.
One more Tetris thing.
Okay. One more Tetris.
There's this thing. One of the people we used to work with.
Okay. Do I know this person?
Got me hooked on. Yeah, he would. He doesn't work there anymore. There's a song that is the history of the Soviet Union to the music of Tetris. Have you not listened to this?
Do I know this? Did I work with this person? Were they in my department?
Yeah.
They would play
work where you are now.
They would play, I think I know who you're talking about, they would play the Soviet Union's theme song all the time.
I don't know about that, but...
Okay, you have to play it for me later, and then tell me who this person was.
Just look that up on YouTube if you're listening. Just Soviet Union Tetris, you should find it. It's a great song.
Oh man.
It gets stuck in my head all the time.
I have a song I need to play for you later.
Okay.
Did you ever, I've asked you this before, did you ever play, or did you ever watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
I've seen it.
Okay, I have a song for you later.
I don't like it nearly as much as most people do.
Oh,
but
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
I have a song for you.
I thought it was so cheesy. It's terrible. All my friends like it. I wanted to leave the theater.
I love the movie. The movie was great. Speaking of video game movies, you know, comic book video game movies, I guess, if you want to call
directly tied to a video game, but
yeah, no. Yeah, I remember the name of that show, by the way, The Last Kingdom.
Don't remember.
We were
talking about anymore.
We were talking about Viking stuff. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man. Oh, so thank you for listening for that part.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's late, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm starting later than normal.
We definitely are. And I think it was worthwhile, though.
Definitely worthwhile.
Speaking of, we're tying it back in. The setup is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
we're going to have a new logo again.
Yeah.
That logo that Marshall made for us is... I like the coloring.
Yeah. Versus its first iteration, I really, really like it.
Yeah.
But we do have something a little different.
Yes. Did you tell him about it?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna find out. We got another logo coming.
Totally.
I like both these logos.
Definitely.
I like this because it reminds us of the wormwood stuff that we have.
Yes, it's the same color as the box I have, which
Yeah.
is super cool.
Yep. Same thing with the bees are the same type of walnut color that our my wormwood stuff is.
Yeah. Wormwood, by the way, they make dice boxes and pencils and other wooden goods, including giant tables.
They're a really cool company based out of Boston, I believe.
Yeah, small operation, growing operation.
Apparently, they're making another subdivision.
Yeah.
Zach was telling me because him and I both love their stuff. But yeah, they make dice boxes, deck boxes for your magic stuff, and pretty much anything. Like they have little containers for like other board games like Catan, things like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man,
super quality. Go check them out.
Oh, great quality.
Yeah. I like their stuff. It's a little pricey, and it takes a while to get because they make everything like to order by hand, and it's wood.
A lot of the stuff they make to order by hand. Yeah. Some stuff they do just have though, but like 2 years ago when I bought your dice thing. They were so on back order because they had just gotten so popular. Like, if you ordered something in December, you probably weren't going to get it until, like, February.
Yeah, I think that's the time frame that my stuff was.
Yeah. Because I bought it for your birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
And got it, like, March or something.
Yeah, something like that. That's fine. But, like, good quality. And every time you get it, though, and every time I get my wormwood stuff, it's inevitable. I wish I had it with me. It's a nice...
Yeah.
They call it the Warrior box or the Adventurer's box or something like that. and it's a dice roller with dice holder, and it holds my little pencil that I have from them, holds my dice. It can hold a mini, but every time I get it, it's gotta take a deep whiff of their wood because
he really does every time he gets that.
It's so nice. But I was just gonna talk about one more thing tonight.
Sure.
And that's the passing of Alex Trebek. I don't want to get too deep, but rest in peace, Alex. We will miss you. I actually really did like Jeopardy. It was something I watched a lot, and I watched recently. Yeah. So that was also today. Yep. Thanks 2020. Taking another one.
Fucking dick.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, rest in peace, Alex.
Yep.
Yep.
And then if you live in our area, there's a hurricane coming. What it looks like.
Yeah, gonna be rainy the next few days.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Well, that's not. I don't think it's a hurricane currently. But
it's
anyway,
a tropical depression.
We are gonna get a lot of rain in the next few days, and it's gonna be super boring at work.
Yep. Oh yeah, I wonder if we're gonna be open.
We probably won't close. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Yeah.
I just hope I don't lose power. We lose power all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, console launches this week.
Oh yeah, I was actually.
Hope you pre-ordered one, because if not, you're not getting one this year.
Yeah, I actually want to talk about that for a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
What are they saying at work? Do you know?
What do you mean?
Like, if you try to get one from us, you just can't get one, right?
There's an official statement that our company put out, and I don't believe we're the only ones. For either console or either company, in either of their respective consoles, if you didn't pre-order one, you're not getting one this year.
That sucks because I mean, like, again, I was back and forth, and I wasn't super bummed that day. I was only a little bummed that I didn't get one. I would have been really able to afford it. I never had
plans to pre-order one. Yeah. Just not a pre-ordering type. I'll probably get a PlayStation this gen instead of an Xbox.
I'll do another Xbox. Yeah, I will. I mean, not because I'm like a Xbox fanboy. It's just because all my movies that I've ever bought,
they're in your library.
Are in my Xbox library. Yeah, I have over 200 titles on there.
I have my justifications. One, I have a gaming computer.
Yeah,
and this generation, there's just not a lot of sense to have an Xbox if you have one, because you'll be able to play every title.
Yeah, no,
day one,
and you can do it all. On these two, because it's gonna have that cloud sharing. Yeah.
And
I can understand that.
The other is the Blu-ray drive that's built into the PlayStation.
I know
is better. And the third thing is I really like Gran Turismo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And I haven't played one in a long time because I haven't owned a PlayStation since.
Yeah, because that's a PlayStation exclusive.
They are. Yep.
I'm not a racing.
I really like Forza 2, but
yeah.
Gran Turismo is where it was always at for me.
You know the last racing game I ever played was?
Mario Kart.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Midnight Club.
Dude, those are great.
I know.
Wow.
If they ever brought that back, I'd get it.
Throwback.
Yeah, I know. I hate racing
Midnight Club.
movies. Wow. I hate racing games. Excuse me. Just not a big fan of them.
I like all the Need for Speed stuff, even though it's super unrealistic. I like racing games. I like driving games.
Nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I'm not good at
cars.
I like cars too. I grew up in with my grandfather being a car guy, but you will see the inner rage in me when I try to race.
I'm tempted.
Oh my god! Any type of I like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Game series we didn't really talk about, but sometimes there's racing involved in those.
Sure. Those are the worst missions in those games.
I get
the driving sucks in those
so
games.
pissed every time.
Yeah.
But
when I play those games, I often will steal a car or whatever, just obtain a car, and then drive like a normal human. Like I obey the speed limit and stop the red lights.
Do you ever
pass anybody
in real life sit in your car and just want to blow through red light like in GTA, or just run somebody over?
Yep.
What does that say about what does that say about us?
That we don't give in to temptation.
You know what? And on that note,
yep,
we could probably end tonight.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Last minute plugs.
Oh yeah, Wild Endeavors every Wednesday.
We covered that a few times.
I know. Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram.
Yep.
Follow us there. Get updates. And again, if you're listening, try to catch us live. We're here every Sunday.
Every Sunday, that's right. We're sorry about the delay for tonight. Things kind of got little technical issues, but not intentionally. We just didn't know that our new layout wouldn't work with our current Streamlabs. Who knew?
We're good now. We
We're
got it
good
caught
now.
up,
Yeah.
and we'll be on time next week. 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest, Eastern.
Bardic Beards.
Bardic Beards.
That's right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, bye, Don.